Hey guys, Alberto here, and I want to talk about our kids' school. This video I'm going to call Don't Let Your Kids' School Get in the Way of Their Education Part 2. I did something about that a few months back, but I want to show you our school. We couldn't find a school that really was up to our standards, right? And instead of just leaving them there and dropping them off like a lot of parents do, and I got to admit it, it's kind of the lazy thing to do, right? You kind of hope for the best. They're there with 30 or 40 other kids, but a lot of parents are just happy that they can drop them off for 8 hours and don't have to deal with them, unfortunately. For us, it's too important. So this is our home here. This is our bong, is that what it's called? Which is kind of cool. So this is the way we get school started. And so let's go ahead and go inside and I'll show you a couple of things that we've done differently. Now they don't know that I'm shooting this, so we'll see what we find here. Now we're always supporting our kids' talents as well as our partners. You can see we got Miss Sarah there doing her yoga first thing in the morning. And we have Grandma visiting in town right now. So it's kind of cool. Right now we have Grandma and Skylar in art class. Doing a little, this wall looked a little plain, so now they're doing a nice little, they're doing whale sharks. We went swimming with whale sharks a couple weeks ago, which was really cool. Grandma's visiting, it's a nice little bonding time. And that's one of the things that we noticed that was very obvious. Our kids are very different. And so it was painful to watch them get taught in the same exact way. This is Skylar right here. Skylar is 7 years old. Hi, Sky. She's super artsy fartsy, loves art, super. Yeah, she's not fartsy, just artsy, right? Loves to be social, loves to be hanging out with friends, very courageous. She's fearless. I mean, she was the first one to jump in with the whale sharks when we did that. We had a group of adults and everybody was excited about it. And when it came down to it, when we see these 30-foot whale sharks going under the boat and they're bigger than we are, everybody chickened out, and Skylar was the first one to jump in. So I was with her, so I was the first one as well. And so now I want to show you the classroom that we created for these guys, which is pretty cool. I mean, we're here at our home, ocean front. We were swimming a little bit ago. Now we're doing art class. No shooting is going to be happening here. We know exactly where our kids are, nice and safe, studying what we feel is important, not some underpaid, undervalued, unfortunately, teacher that's about to pull her hair out and do who knows what. So we designed a classroom in here. Let's see. We got Ryder in class right now. Let's see what we can see in here. Do a little. I'm going to sneak in for just a little bit. And before I introduce you, Miss Marta, here's what we did. We found the best teacher at the school, the very best teacher. And we borrowed her. We're borrowing her for probably about the next 13 years. We paid her more. We paid her what she deserved. Now she's dealing with 2 kids instead of 30. She has no homework to take home. They go 9 to 12 and she's done. She loves her job, loves what she does, and that transfers to the kids. Most teachers are underpaid, they're undervalued. I used to date one. I used to help her carry her books up the stairs. I mean, all this homework she took home, and at the end of the day, her monthly, this was in Texas, and apparently I think teachers are paid pretty well in Texas, she'd get $1,700 after taxes, after Social Security, $1,700. That's ridiculous. I don't want somebody making $1,700 putting those poverty mentality thoughts into my kids. So here's what we did. We borrowed the best teacher. Now she comes over and she just deals with our kids and she teaches them very differently. Now I'm going to interrupt. I usually don't do this. Hi guys, sorry to interrupt. Just wanted to say hi. They weren't planning on this happening. We got Miss Martha right here. We got Ryder. And this is the incredible school. There's Skylar's desk. She's having art. And Ryder here is a very, he's analytical. He's great with numbers, great with puzzles, great imagination. Thank you for letting me interrupt. So here we'll go. So Ryder is, as I said, analytical, great with building stuff, Legos. He'll, I don't know, maybe be an engineer, maybe he'll create video games, but he learns very differently than Skylar does. And it just completely, I mean, it was torturous to see them being taught exactly the same. It doesn't make sense, right? I mean, you go to a buffet and people are choosing the food that they eat. And I mean, it was something as basic and as simple as eating. You kind of choose and make your own plate and choose what's important to you and what you love. But for some reason, education, if you think your kid's education is important, they shouldn't be taught all exactly the same. They all learn very, very differently. And so we've created this school. The kids named it the Incredible School. We focus on their strengths, on what they want. People love to work on their strengths. And now we have kids that love going to school. My 5-year-old already didn't like going to school before. They're focusing on all this bullshit stuff, memorizing stuff that you're never going to use. Now we have the latest technology. Each child has their own curriculum. So we assess them and what they love to do, what they're talented in. We are focusing on that, and they love school. So guys, hopefully you're not being lazy when it comes to your kids' education. Design it, get involved, be part of it, and man, it's an unfair advantage. Their friends, some of their friends are in a school with like 30, 40 kids in their class. We got 2 kids in our class. That's it. Undivided attention all day long. It's an unfair advantage. So guys, don't let your kids' school get in the way of their education. And this is Alberto Riehl. We'll see you on the next video.